Good morning, everybody. It's Marty, the JavaScript party, and it is July 21st, 2026. We go. We got 10 days left in the month, and it is Tuesday. So here we are. So if I remember correctly, we actually, and this is very rare for me, but I actually left it in a broken state. I don't normally do that, but I tried something that I've done a couple times. I never really did it where I was like really thinking, but I just literally just removed the the mesh being legal from the um, I removed this from what do I try to say? From the TypeScript. So in the TypeScript, it used to have a required field of meshes, and we made it groups yesterday. And so this is no longer legal, and I think it found like 7 places that things are broken. I've done that before, but I've never really done it while I was like talking and thinking, right? And it seems to have worked out really well. So I'm going to try this dot, and then it's st group IDs, and then and I guess this is very, very hard coded. This does not. And then a group ID has. So I don't. Oh, okay. So that's not a mesh though. That's not a. So a group IDs is a number. So this is our st group ID. So I was hoping I could just go grab that, but actually I need to get the actual group. Just like I had to get the actual scene on line 100 up here with my and actually what did I okay, so yeah, all I need is the group ID, the group. So now I want to do this const. I guess I can do get group. Hopefully I have a get by group ID. I'm sure I do. Const. Let's go ahead and just acknowledge that this is going to be a number. And then it's so funny. All night I thought this was going to go exactly like what I started, right? Like I had that in my head. Okay, I'm going to go into the groups and then go another layer lower and just grab it. But actually, I can't because all I have are IDs. And the reason just thinking out loud, the reason we went that direction is because it just makes life a lot easier if you can not have to worry about um, getting rid of references. So every time you get a reference to an object, you have to think of the life cycle of that and make sure that you don't end up accidentally keeping references that you don't want. So do I have I wonder if I have, so this is my app menu component. So I think it should be perfectly fine to, so is ST, okay, so it's ST scene service. Let's see. Do I have an ST group? This dot ST group service. And anytime I do this, I think, oh man, does this need to be a deferred um, low injection or not? And I don't think it does. So let's just copy this guy there. I guess this goes in here. ST group. And ST group. And inject ST group. Oops, group. And then I think, yeah, this one will pull it in from the right place. Yeah, that looks right. Now go back down here. this st group service dot get st group by ID. This will get me my whole st group. Oh, we probably need to load this. Yeah, we need to inject this interface. There we go. Now we have our actual group. So now we can get our const st mesh ID is equal to st group. And it's not set mesh ID, it's st. There we go. And so now we have our mesh. And I think maybe that, well, I'd probably still have transpiling errors, but if it didn't have transpiling errors, I think we could probably actually, it would actually work. The animation would actually work. But we have taken care of some problems. I don't know. Sometimes it can be really tricky trying to figure out where the new problem is. It looks like this is probably no. All right, so app menu component, I think this one is what we just fixed. Let's see, st scene service. When you go to create it, I thought we fixed this yesterday. Yeah. I was thinking about just commenting that out, but and yeah, I guess yeah, we won't be pushing those to there anymore because you can't. And see, I just automatically start commenting things sometimes when I don't need it anymore. Looks like I did that here too. ST mesh create. I don't think we want to create a base mesh anymore from here. So this is our creating a base speed. Yeah, so the scene shouldn't. So I'm just going to get rid of that altogether. So there is no 3 mesh anymore. So that goes down. And then, okay, and then, oh, here's my alarm clock. So that's a good sign that we're getting rid of that. I can't even, like, this is such a good feeling, but like, um, um, it's like, I can't tell you how many times I felt just like this, like where everything just seems like it's going, and then once all the code gets working, it's something's broken. But we want the ST group IDs from our current seed, not mesh IDs. And then for each there, it's a group ID, not a mesh ID. And then we want to go to the group service, and we want to delete group. And then we want to give it our group ID. Hit save. See if this does anything. It doesn't look like it's actually, I don't know. Okay, so now this is saying in this animation class, we don't have any mesh IDs. Update animations for render. Okay, so it looks like we need to add another layer in between here because we still need the mesh IDs. So, and at this point, I'm a bit untethered, right? Like, I think I have a pretty good idea what this is going to do, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to do this const st group IDs. So last time, which is a number, an array, a number array, and this is equal to st scene dot group IDs. And then, see, here's where I'm actually retethering myself, I guess, now that I think about it. So now we need to get our group, which is going to be an st group, which we probably do not have that. Oh, yes, we do. And then st group service. And then we're going to get, it's this st group service, which does not look like we've loaded. So we should be okay with loading. Well, it's here. This is so wild. Okay, so we have our 3Mesh service here, all right? Where did our 3Mesh service come in? Did it come in like as a... Where are our injectables? Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is like one that we're going to want to use, right? Control F. Maybe we can't. Okay, so that gets passed in. Oh, all right. So we have to actually change this to accept an st group service. And I probably want it to be in the third, even though it's a little trickier at this point. I really would rather it be in the third st group service. And that's actually going to break other stuff. But now we have an st group service, so. And we don't need a this, so it's st. This I don't actually like. I like to think that I really understand what's happening here, but like the way that it makes those references is pretty amazing. St group. Dot get group for scene ID. And then we want to pass this to our, we want to, okay, so we have a list of group IDs, and that's going to be tricky. And so we're going to say get st group ID, which is a number, is equal to st group IDs, the very first one, 0. Now, st group ID. And honestly, I know you could skip all of those and just get them straight away, but as number, we're just going to force it. Maybe. What's the complaint here? Oh, expected to. Oh, expects this. Oh. Oh. Oh, wrong. Calling the wrong thing altogether. Maybe I don't need this. I can definitely see that my animation code is get st group by ID. Yeah, that's what I want. Is very immature. It's actually going to be pretty fun when we go back to that. But so now we have our group, and so now we want to say st group st mesh IDs, and basically just added that layer in the middle. Now we're going to have whatever calls this is going to be broken now. because it's going to want the group service. And actually, I want to do that one now just because it's fresh in my head and it's probably going to be the last thing I get to do today. And remembering that I've updated the third one, the third argument is going to be important. Okay, so it looks like over here. Oh no, that's the unit tests. Okay. Hey, I didn't, let's see. I didn't go on a rant. I'm proud of myself. ST group service ST group service. And then over here, and then basically it's going to be broken. We need to go another layer deep. So this is what creates the function, and when the function gets created, apparently we create a reference to the group singleton at that time. I do not know. I could see this being like causing a very, very strange bug if they ever alter the way the injector works. Um, but I would imagine if they altered the way the injector works, that would be the least of there's probably so many bad consequences from that. Okay, so that's the spec. Oh, and here's the renderer service. So I'm pretty sure I slid it in here. So you know what? I don't think it is even that important to remember it because um, the it's not that important to remember it because yeah, it would never let me pass something into the wrong place. So it looks like we do that via the injector. So let's go ahead and inject this right below the scene service. Private ST group service ST group service is equal to inject. We are at such high risk of really screwing all this up at this point. So he's the one that gets the reference and then passes the reference. So I think that's the end of that street. All right. Expected 5 arguments. I think that's the stuff we just did, right? Line 73. Three renderer service was not provided. Whoa. No argument for 3 renderer. Line 73. Okay. I think this might be old. I think it is very old. Let's do this again. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have even had my browser up. Come on. Let's see. I can never see. This doesn't seem like it's right anymore. Oh yeah, there it is. Check scene for mesh IDs. Okay, so this shouldn't exist anymore. We know that because the scene doesn't have any mesh IDs, so we wouldn't be checking the scene for mesh IDs. Let's see what else we get. Is this one broken still? I don't think that one's broken anymore. Well, it's showing other errors. Okay, check. Get scenes for mesh ID. That should not exist anymore. Get scenes for group ID. Okay, and then check scene for mesh ID. So this should be check group. So it's going to be a lot like this one. Check scenes for mesh ID, but it's going to be check group for mesh ID. But, oh, we're in the scene service, so get scenes for group ID. So this is supposed to return this any scenes that are using this group ID, but we don't have any at this point. So as you see, this thing is slowly, I mean, is more and more like the more we poke at it, the more it's bleeding. It's probably going to take a little bit longer to, um, like, I don't know, like, so now we're back up to like 6 issues again. And we probably solved like 4 issues and we started with 7 issues. So, that's just the nature of it. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.